Spread love. Actually, when you encounter love, automatically you are spreading love.
When you encounter love, you're spreading it.
Because where is love? True love is the heart. Remember our premise. The principle is that your heart is the heart of the whole of creation. And when you encounter love, you are sending a wave to the atom, to the trees, to the stars, and they are dancing in your love. So in one way, it's illusion. In another way, it's not illusion. Because everything is God. Because I see people saying, oh, this world is an illusion. And they are sad. They fight illusion. Fight with yourself. Everywhere you see is illusion. You dream is illusion. You eat is illusion. Enjoy the illusion. Enjoy it. You can only enjoy it when you know it's illusion.
So you're saying that you don't shed tears for sadness?
No. There's no sadness.
And when your dad died?
Tears of joy. We don't die anyway.
And Baba? People come to see the tomb.
No, they don't come to see the tomb. They come to see him.
Have you seen him here?
He's talking to me. You.
So the essence of what you are talking about, your beautiful talk, is practically to connect to your heart. You can practically don't need to do the big sadhana, which we all really should do. Just the heart, opening the heart, can do everything. Is that really the thing what you said in your beautiful talk all the time?
You got it.
Yeah?
Father, I ask you please to bless us all and bless everyone who eventually will see this video.
Jody is always asking for blessings because she came from a Catholic background. Okay, let's place our hands on our heart. And feel yourself, the real you. And send love from that center to the whole universe, all that are going to listen to this talk.
Father Charles Ogada. This is part 6 in our ongoing series of interviews with this Nigerian Catholic priest who loves Sai Baba. It's an expanded part of our January 2013 interview with Father Ogada in Sai Baba's Indian ashram. A Sai mystic? Judge for yourself. Welcome to Souljourns. This interview was recorded in Prasanthi Nilayam, India in January 2013.
Father Charles, I love your stories, and you were just reminding us off camera of a beautiful story. Would you share it with us on camera?
So, he was absorbed in prayer.
Who's this? A friend of yours?
Yes. Same friend. We're just sharing now, before I came here. And then, suddenly, a thought, from nowhere, came. And the thought is on sexuality. And he was, oh my God. And he said, why? He was asking me why. And I said, because you think sexuality is guilt. You condemn yourself.
Did he understand?
I said to him, look, everything is God. Everything, that thought is God. Where is it coming from? It's from yourself. It's self-expression coming from God. If you condemn it, it will come again. If you see it as God, it will go. And you have peace.
Sai Baba, go ahead.
So, don't see world different from God. So you remember the question you asked? When we came out from this beautiful satsang, we're filled with joy. But when we go into the world, now you are seeing that as world. It's also satsang. You want to go and sit in prayer. Oh, I have not prayed today. I have not done my meditation. Everything is meditation. When I'm with you right now, Ted, I'm passionately with you, completely, totally, immense in your heart and you in my heart. That's meditation. You are cooking, you are passionately cooking right there, in joy and love. That's meditation, that's prayer. And when you sit in meditation, be passionately there, enjoy it. Don't go to do meditation for a reason. Do meditation because you want to enjoy yourself. Not because you want to realize yourself.
It sounds like you're saying whatever you want to do that you think is something that's expected of you on the spiritual path. Meditation, for example. It sounds like you're saying that that's not going to get you any faster to your own ultimate spiritual destiny than any other practice if you're not doing it from the heart, if you're not doing it with love. If you're doing it because it's like the old Catholic Church saying you have to do your 10 Our Fathers and 10 Hail Marys to be forgiven.
You didn't get me.
All right, then see if you can convince this student to pay better attention.
Because there is no goal. When there is a goal, you are seeking to get somewhere. But you are that already.
I see. That's most helpful.
You have a spiritual part, which means you have convinced yourself, you have programmed your mind that there is something I'm seeking for, I want to get to. But you are that already. To live in that awareness that I am that which I am looking for, there is nothing. Then when you pray, enjoy yourself. When you eat, enjoy it. Do you get the point?
I sure do. It helps me understand a little bit better one of my favorite sayings from Sai Baba, which I don't know if I can quote correctly, but in a general sense, when somebody asked him once, "Baba, I'm sorry. I had these bad thoughts. I did this bad action. I said this bad thing about somebody else. I hurt them. I'm so sorry, Swami." And Swami's reply was, "Don't worry, for I have willed it." It sounds like what you just said and what this quote suggests is that we only really have to be present in our hearts with our true identities and not think of ourselves as needing to pass requirements to advance ourselves or to rectify what we see as bad thoughts in order to be
Who
better
are
people.
you?
I'm God. You tell me that.
You are love. It's better to say I'm love.
Yeah. Get into less trouble that way, I'll bet. If my father already thinks I'm going to hell for eternity, he would think it would be quadrupled if he heard me say that.
You are love.
Any questions? So, we've talked so much over the years. You've been a real joy in our lives. What is it that's a new learning lesson for Father Charles? Tell us about something new that you're coming to understand in your spiritual walk with the oneness.
That there is nothing new.
You're so quick to push that question away. Yet your body, your mind, everything that's physical, everything that's part of the Maya, continually gets tested, it seems to me. It seems to me that you're currently being tested. And that no matter how much you know you are a person for whom there are no new lessons, the lessons come at you with great speed nonetheless. What kind of sense does that make?
What to do?
What to do?
It's so important to be happy. And it doesn't take anything to be happy. And you ask yourself, I want to be happy, I want to be happy, I want to be happy. Why am I not happy? But it doesn't take anything to be happy. And just be happy. You know what I mean?
No.
Good.
If I could be happy as easily as you suggest, then I would never feel pain or regret or remorse or shame or guilt, or that I've victimized somebody else or caused somebody else to feel pain. How could I ever feel happy if I felt those things?
Forgive yourself.
Is it that simple?
You know, you are like the diamond. Diamond. Swami said diamond, yeah? He calls his devotees bangaroo. Diamond. No matter what you do to the diamond, it cannot diminish its quality. If you put it in fire, it's shining brighter. If you put it in mud, the mud covered it. If you cleanse the mud, it's the diamond. You are the diamond. Dead.
In the rough. How am I going to get polished? I don't have to worry about that, right? The world will polish me. Maya will polish me.
Be happy.
Jody has a question. We all want to experience the oneness, she says. Father, what is the first step towards that?
Be happy.
Go back to the last answer, right?
Don't take this seriously. You know, when you take it seriously, it drives your happiness. Don't take it seriously. Nothing has happened. I guarantee you, nothing has happened. And it's only when you are happy that you become loving. That you are one with everything. That you forgive. That you heal. That you help creation. Be yourself. Jesus. The woman that was caught in adultery, he was brought in the presence of Jesus and they wanted to stone him. They have already condemned her. They just wanted to mock Jesus and to have more fun by telling Jesus, look. And they asked Jesus, the law says this woman should be stoned to death. They are with big stones. The woman was there on the ground. And Jesus turned to them and said, if any of you here have no guilt, let him be the first to throw the stone on her. And from the elders to the youngest, they all walked away. But the point is, Jesus turned to the woman and said to the woman, woman, has no one condemned you? The woman looked up. I said, oh, no one, sir. And watch what Jesus said. Jesus said to her, neither do I. But the church now put there, go, don't sin again. Because it's hard for them not to condemn. It's hard for us not to condemn. Jesus can't say to her, neither do I condemn you, and still say, don't sin again. It means I have condemned you, don't sin again. The two are not, they are contradictory. Neither do I condemn you. And that was the seed. In fact, the scholars say that that woman is Mary Magdalene. There's a lot of story surrounding the woman caught in adultery. But that's the seed of change in her. She experienced love for the first time. Unconditional love. Non-condemnatory love. And that brought out her soul, to express her soul, the beauty of her soul. Don't take it seriously. You might say, this woman did this. Jesus! It's not important. The only important thing is her, the child of God, standing there. And I love her unconditionally.
So does that mean that there is no rightful place for judgment in this world?
Who is judging who? You are everything. When you judge, you condemn yourself. Because you are everything. That's why the Bible said, do not judge. Swami also said, do not judge. Because when you judge, you condemn yourself. So forgive yourself is the starting point. Accept yourself. Forgive yourself. Then you can love yourself. And only then you will be able to love everything. You have compassion. Compassion. What good is it when you are so good, and I'm loving you? No compassion. You deserve it anyway. But I have compassion when you need that tender, loving, unconditional, non-judgmental love, and I give it to you.
And I think I asked you the other day, this question I want to ask again on camera, that somewhere along the spiritual coursework that many of us are involved in, it suggests that one goal in this lifetime is to arrive at that level of equanimity. And it seems to me that level of equanimity means that you don't feel anything about what's good or what's bad. You're at a level that transcends
the best
that.
way to arrive at that is to know there's nothing to arrive at.
Yet you are suggesting that we try to arrive...
So you put God on a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
God there, Swami there. Yeah? You divide yourself.
Mm-hmm. You play into the duality.
It's you. It's not different from you. Once you begin to live in this awareness, the rest just happens. You begin to live. That's real spirituality.
And in that version of spirituality, in that reality of spirituality, compassion has a very rightful place, you're saying.
It's not different. Automatically you be compassionate because it's you. When your teeth beat your tongue, are you not compassionate? Do you get a ply and plug it out? Do you ask reasons why it has done that? Tell me. When you are one with creation, one with everything, it's just you're healing yourself. It's compassion. Everything is your leg. Everything is your hand. Everything is your body. And when a part is injured, the rest rushes to that part to heal it. And that's the oneness we're talking about.
Father, you're a pretty good teacher about these things. Do you think that's what the role is for all of us to aspire to teach our lessons to others?
What, please?
You are an excellent teacher of these spiritual concepts. Is that the goal that many of us are supposed to shoot for, to aim for, so that we can help model these lessons you're talking about to other human beings?
Not to be a teacher, but to be. Remove the teacher. If you are that, then the teaching happens automatically without your being itself. Everything learns from it. The being of Jesus transformed the woman automatically.
There's a good friend of ours, one of our best friends after you here at Prasanthi Nilayam, who's in silence now. He's been in silence for many, many months. And he's a great teacher, he's a great human being, he's a great model. How is he serving people? I mean, this is a trick question. I think I know the answer to it. How is
Then
he
if you know
serving
the answer,
people?
why ask it?
Because I need to learn from the deeper meaning that you might be able to give me. He's hidden behind the walls of where he lives and hasn't come out. And I know he's in very loving meditation. But wouldn't he serve more if he brought his light out from under the bushel?
Jesus went to the house of Lazarus, the brother of Mary and Martha. He usually goes there. And on this occasion, Martha was busy with, like mothers, yeah? Preparing the dish, cooking, trying to, get something for Jesus and his disciples to eat. But Mary just came and sat at the feet of Jesus, just totally glued by the words that emanates from his mouth and his presence. And Martha was disturbed. Martha came, said, Lord, look, she's wasting time. Tell her to come and help me. Yeah? And Jesus said to her, Martha, Martha, you worry and fret about so many things, but I tell you, only one is needed, only one. And Mary has chosen it, and no one can take it away from her. Do you understand? This is important. Does it mean that what Martha was doing is wrong? No. It meant that Mary has taken Jesus in her heart. Now, if Mary is in the kitchen away from Jesus, she's not in the kitchen, she is with Jesus. But Martha is worrying, Martha is living in the mind. Martha is not thinking about Jesus as she is cooking. Martha is not thinking about Jesus as she is doing the rest of the things. She's worrying about the food and how the food is going to get done. So, when you have God in your heart, whether you do or whether you don't do, eternity is added unto you. It's the secret of action and inaction. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So your friend, he is there sitting, and he has love, which is an energy. Then the whole of creation is dancing. And you are here sitting, giving me water without love. I have constipation. Yeah, because science has proved that when you give love to water, it has beautiful formation. When it is hate, it has demonic formation. And you give water without love, you are causing diseases to people. So beyond action and inaction, act with love. Love is the answer, is the key, is everything.
Yes, Jody.
Father, would it have been the same for Mary if she had chosen to express her love by helping her mother in the kitchen?
Because she has God.
Because it
Same.
wasn't love.
Same.
You're not saying she needed to be there abandoning her mother.
What Jesus was saying is, whatever you do, think of me.
Okay, I got it.
And if you do not do and you think of me, all action is added unto you.
You're reminding me of something that's used to be very common in the Catholic Church. I'm not sure if it is today or not. The convents of the contemplative nuns who sit and pray in private, in silence, every day, for love to spread around the world. Now, to a non-Catholic, sometimes that sounds like a strange way of helping people, to never come out of your house and just to pray for love to spread itself around the world. But in a way, that's what you're saying.
Spread love. Actually, when you encounter love, automatically you are spreading love.
When you encounter love, you're spreading it.
Because where is love? True love is the heart. Remember our premise. The principle is that your heart is the heart of the whole of creation. And when you encounter love, you are sending a wave to the atom, to the trees, to the stars, and they are dancing in your love. And when creation is happy, you could imagine what happens. When your wife is happy, what do you do?
I feel love.
You eat better, isn't it, sir? You sleep better, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're to the point where I think I'll ask to see if anybody has any last concerns. And I thought I saw VJ's hand go up.
No.
He's scratching his nose.
You must ask a question.
Yes. Fred, 1 second. Let me get my microphone over towards you. Go ahead, Fred. Just from right there.
So the essence of what you are talking about, this, your beautiful talk, is practically to connect to your heart. You can practically don't need to do the big sadhana, which we all really should do. Just the heart, opening the heart, can do everything in a way, even the conditioning we have from child on, all the conditioning which are so difficult to get rid of. But if you center on your heart, I think everything will in some way be done for you. Is that really the thing what you said in your beautiful talk all the time?
You got it.
Yeah? Is it? Okay, thank you.
And Jody.
Father, I ask you please to bless us all and bless everyone who eventually will see this video.
Jody is always asking for blessings because she came from a Catholic background.
Because I know you can give them. And we all promise to put it to good use.
And aren't blessings real, Father?
Okay, let's place our hands on our heart. And feel yourself, the real you. And send love from that center to the whole universe, all that are going to listen to this talk. Let us connect with the heart of the universe and feel our oneness with the one. Love heals. We heal every heart. And may Almighty God bless us, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen.
Sai Ram, God bless you.
Sai Ram. To lead us into the silence of God. You go to the tomb, be silent. It forces you to go inside. After God created the universe in the Bible, 6 days, on the 7th day he rested. Silence. They tell you that the whole of creation came from silence. The whole of all creation will also go into silence. Yet nothing has happened. That's why you should not take it seriously. It's not serious. When you take life seriously, you make a hell out of life. And then you make trouble, it's man that is making all this trouble. Be happy. It's so simple that you don't know how else to say it. Someone asked me, how do you know? So I don't know. Because it's like looking for your eyes. Say, okay, look for your eyes. Look for your eyes. Because you are your eyes. And it is only through your eyes that you look for your eyes. So once we know it, spirituality is so simple that it's so complex for the mind.
So how can these wonderful words apply to people who are currently in pain? Let's say they have an awful disease, or maybe they're being sued, or they can't pay their mortgage and the bank's going to take their house away from them.
Yeah.
How can these words be helpful to them now?
My dad died of cancer of the bone marrow. My dad loves me. He is my mentor. And his death gave me life. Yeah? In the sense that I went through him in the process of his transformation. The first stage was rejection. Why me, Lord? Why this? Why is the mind? Then from rejection, he came into acceptance. Okay, Lord, accept. It's meant to happen. Accept it. From immediately he accepted, then something very beautiful began to happen in his life. Transformation. And then suddenly, within the last few days, there was surrender. And the suffering leads you to that state whereby you are untouched by suffering. But it's a long process. So it's a good, if you are telling somebody having cancer, you are not the body. It's crazy, yeah? He's experiencing the pain, yeah? What do? It's to show love. Be one with the person. Lazarus died. 3 days, Jesus knew Lazarus was dead. 4 days he was in the tomb. And when he came, Mary went to see him. And Mary wept. And Jesus wept. Jesus is not weeping because Lazarus died. He's weeping because he was one with the heart of Mary. You begin to suffer with a person suffering cancer. And that love heals him. That love takes him out of that suffering. It elevates his soul. That is it. It's not to go and tell him, you are not the body.
So you're saying that you don't shed tears for sadness?
No, there's no sadness. It's tears of joy.
And when your dad died?
Tears of joy. When he was dying, my mom was crying, and he said to my mom, "Dear me," he calls her mother. He said, "I'm not dying, and where I'm going is better for you. And when I go, I will say, Our Father, for you, give us this day our daily bread." Mm-hmm. We don't die anyway.
And Baba, people come to see the tomb.
No, they don't come to see the tomb. They come to see him.
Have you seen him here?
He's talking to me. You. When you look at yourself in the mirror, your body, we are talking about the body now. You look at your body in the mirror, yeah? I say, "Oh, I'm so handsome."
Not at our age, we don't say that anymore.
You are handsome. Yeah? And then, but you know that there's an image there. Isn't it? You know it's an image.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Whatever you see is your reflection. So you don't say you are an illusion. You're pointing at your image. Say, "Oh, you're an illusion. I've got to get rid of you, this illusion." Because everything you see is self-expression. So in one way, it's illusion. In another way, it's not illusion. Because everything is God. So you just enjoy. Because I see people saying, oh, this world is an illusion. And they are sad. They fight illusion. Fight with yourself. Everywhere you see is illusion. You dream is illusion. You eat is illusion. Enjoy the illusion. Enjoy it. You can only enjoy it when you know it's illusion.
That's when you will enjoy it.
When you know, yeah.
And how can you use the illusion?
How can you use the illusion to do what?
To awaken from the illusion.
You are the one who created the illusion. You are the one who created all this. And you think it's such a big thing. It's not. It's not. Lord, you have to spend 4 years reading Thomas Aquinas in the seminar. Once he had an encounter with God, he ran like a madman, God, wanting to burn all he has written. They had to hold him. Say it's nonsense. And then there's a little book that's called The Silence of Aquinas. That's the essence. Once you experience silence, you discover that all this has just a little wave from the womb of silence, and it dies in the womb of silence. Silence is everything. Silence is the heart. Is energy. Silence is not nothingness. Silence is beyond nothingness and somethingness. You are silence.